Right. So who's going first?
Do you want to go with your goalkeeper?
Right. You know who I'm going to go? My goalkeeper, Chimaka Ndozi from Brighton. You know, she's had 6 clean sheets. You know what I do like about her is that the start of the season, you're watching her, I'm thinking, what are we seeing here?
Yeah.
It feels chaotic. She's making some poor decisions and things like that. But then, as you watch it, she's improved as the season has gone on. She makes some great saves. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put her in because, you know, goalkeepers, they say, are a little bit nutty, and maybe we just saw that in the first part of the season. But I think the second part of the season, she started to get it. They stuck with her, and you know, I think I'm going with her. I'm going to go with her as my goalkeeper.
I agree, but I chose Jennifer Falk from Liverpool.
Wow.
Just because I feel as though up until Christmas, I don't think Liverpool played well at all, if I'm being honest. Now, we were really worried about them in terms of performances. But I do think since signing her on loan, I do think she has made a difference to how the team plays. And also, your goalkeeper, it needs to be ready in big moments. And I think just in terms of dominance in set pieces, coming for crosses, I think it did help. And maybe not, it's obviously team of the season. She's only been there for 4 or 5 months. But I think in terms of impact, I think she did really, really well.
Again, you know, Gareth Davis, he's got to get some credit for that because he's recognised a keeper that is going to make big saves. They've done it because, like you say, we were worried that they were going to go, but like in the end, the manager made the right decision. So she's your goalkeeper. Well done to them. Who are you going for with your right back?
Oh, I had to go Kasparai.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went with Kasparai as well. But you could tell the people more about it.
I just think for me, on that right hand side, in terms of energy, but also adding that little bit of goals, assists, I think that just little bit of attack and flair to the City side this season. I do think she's been brilliant. I think she's give absolutely everything. But from watching her as a right back, she's so aggressive, she's so front-footed, but also adding that little bit in the final third.
I think that's 7 assists from there is pretty good, but 3 goals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I picked Kirsten as well.
Centre back.
Yeah. I'm gone with Toko Koga, Tottenham. She's quite impressive. You know what I mean? In the way she plays. You know, very good on the ball, very dominant. I think that she's somebody that they're gonna do well to keep hold of her. But Tottenham are making the right moves. But like I think that she's somebody that can definitely go up a couple of levels. She's far better than anybody in that squad in respect of a footballer and how she plays.
Yeah, she sees the game a bit different, doesn't she?
You know, tackles, blocks, everything. She's impressive. And the thing is, when I watched like a game, I just watched the game, which is really good with the women's game, and who does something? Let me say, oh, that was cool. So let me keep an eye on her, watch her, and she was really calm, composed, and I thought she's very good.
I went with Maya Letizia, United.
Nice, well done.
I think more from a consistency point of view, leader of United, but she's never missed a minute all season. And to be able to do that and still develop, and I feel as though she's getting better every season. I just think, for me, I think if she didn't play, I think United would really notice.
Yeah.
And just on that right-hand side, I think she's definitely
she's a proper, she's somebody that is, you could feel the leadership kind of qualities in her and the way she plays. Again, another player, she's never properly under 8, under 10, is she? She's very, very consistent. I'll give you that. Nice one, Maya. Well done. Okay, Viola Berman, Chelsea.
Oh, good pick.
I like her. And it's funny, like I start watching her. I remember the game where she got the goal disallowed, the header in was it Champions League?
Oh, Champions League, yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching her, but what I liked about it is the way, again, she's her strength for tackling, composure, everything that you need as a centre half. But the way she's come in and she just settled in very, very quickly, because we were worried, obviously, Millie Bright leaving and, you know what I mean, the centre-backs, and, you know, you look up the centre-halves at the moment with Germer and, you know what I mean, they've not properly had a long season of settling in and, you know what I mean, and playing well. And she's come and she's really hit the ground running. And she left-footed as well.
Yeah, she played a bit left-back, I remember. I think she played against City at the Etihad, and I think, to be honest, I don't think it was her best game, but I think since she's made that move to centre-half, so composed for being 19 years old. Like, the future is scary. I had a little bit of a mention for her. I didn't put her in my team because I put Ruby Mason.
You did put Ruby? Is that who you gone with?
Yeah. First of all, probably played a lot of career in centre midfielder as a holder, and I think we see her probably in that position in the future. But to be able to play at Everton and go through a managerial change, but also to be able to keep up her consistent performance as a young player, I don't know. Whenever I watch Everton, I watch her just because she's one of my ex-teammates, but I think the way that we speak about her and what future she could potentially have, I'm always watching if she's improving.
Yeah, and she is.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I think to play in a different position as well.
Do you see her going back into midfield?
I think I see her as a 6.
A 6, right?
Yeah.
So you want her to be, that's her definite position, so she can just focus on that, because when you watch her, how good she is as well on the ball, she's got a good football brain, she's very strong, very aggressive. I personally feel as well maybe centre-half might be right for her. So if she can get a run as centre-half, then she could start really showing people what she's capable of in that position, and people will see her as a centre-half.
Yeah.
But then if she goes to England, she could do centre-half or
and it gets you into squads, Ian, and I think that's the thing. And I'm like a big fan of players playing in different positions, because I've done it, and I think you do learn a lot about you as an individual, but also like other positions.
Yeah.
So I just think she's been really good. And in a time where it was tough for Everton this season, she's just always pulled through.
I've got to mention a lot of women more as well. She's had a fantastic season, like she always does, again, an 8 out of 10 player every week. So, and you rightly mentioned Jade Rose there.
Yeah.
So centre back, who's going first with the left back?
I'll go.
Go on then.
McCabe for me.
Yeah. I've gone with Katie as well. And the reason why I've gone with her is coming off of the last season, the Champions League. Obviously she's leaving, and it's a bit of a wrench, but like maybe it's time. But her performance in the latter stages of last season, she's carried it through to this season. She's been very consistent. She's been very good. She's gone into centre back as well in some games and never put a foot out of place. I think for her last season with Arsenal, it was a brilliant season. She had a fantastic season. Sorry to see her go, but I think it might be time. But like, she definitely has to be in my team without a doubt. The way she's played this season.
You just know what you get from her, and I think that's a sign of a good player, that you know that she's going to turn up, she'll put the hard tackles in. Yeah, of course, she'll probably cause a little bit of aggro between the opposition, but that's part and parcel of the game, and that's been a mainstay. But I just can't get away with the fact that how good technically she is. I think from deliveries to just being able to pass the ball, and I think for you guys especially, I think she's been one of your best players this season.
I've got to shout out Anna Sandberg as well, United. I thought that watching her as well.
If she hadn't got injured at the end of the season, I think,
again, you watch her and you think, because the way she plays, she's very aggressive tackler. She's good up and down the line. She can pass, she can move, she can get involved. She's somebody as well that's got to get she's got to get a shout out, Anna Sandberg. Okay, centre midfield.
I went Miyasawa for United in that holding midfield position.
I went Yui Asagawa.
Oh, did you go Yui as a holder?
Because of how good she is.
She can play anywhere, to be fair.
And it's not even just that little clip what we see on Instagram with her keeping the ball up, which is just like, it's beautiful. It's like they should just slow it down and put some classical music on it, some opera. It was just beautiful. But she is that kind of player, which is she's just fantastic, creative, passing, moving, everything that she does. She's top draw for me.
Yeah,
top
same
draw.
with Miyasawa. I think in terms of, I don't know. I think when I watch her play, she makes United tick, and I think that's a sign of if in moments in the game where she goes missing, it just doesn't seem right for United. And I think just in that position, you just need to keep it simple and effective, and she definitely is one of them. But I put Yui as an attacking midfielder because I think she's played a bit higher this season, so she was in my team.
She was in your
team?
A bit higher?
Yeah.
So who did you go for?
So in my midfield, I went Miyasawa, Hasegawa, and I went Alessia Russo in the 10. Yeah.
I did. I've gone obviously with Hasegawa. I went with Mariona Caldente. I wouldn't say that she lit it up this season, and maybe people might be thinking it's a bit biased, but I think just her quality and the moments she has in games and how good she is, I don't think I could have a team of the season without her in it. I'd probably make her captain the side as well. That's not
and take pens and corners.
So I went for Caldente, simply because of her quality, and I know what she'd bring to a team like this. So that's just like she's just that's who my pick is, and my other pick was I put Leslie in there.
I think just because we've seen Les play in the 10 for a lot of this season, and also when you go onto the forward line, she has to fit somewhere.
Yeah.
So actually putting her in the 10 in our teams,
So
I
I'll
mean,
put
it
her in
just
the
makes
10.
sense, I think.
And I think, honestly, she has gone to another level in the way she's playing. It's just everything is just pristine.
I watched, you know, like on Instagram when they had the like little things where you go, like, who's the best player you've played with? And it was Wendy Renard who was speaking. And it said about the hardest player to play against, and guess who she said?
She said Leslie Russo.
She said Russo, yeah.
And
imagine all the forwards that Renard's played in her career. To be able to have that is just...
Well, that's really good, simply because you could see that even when I started watching Leslie in the Euros, when we won the Euros, obviously coming off the bench, and you could see that she was getting herself going. You could see the little flashes of, she'll be able to hold it up. Yeah, she's a good finisher. She's very creative. Great skill, the passing. That pass that she done the other day, she was going towards the left and then she flicked it back in with the right, was just a beautiful pass. Her finishing is gone crazy.
That is probably the biggest
honestly,
thing for me.
Finishing and that turn, what she does, ball coming in and she does that turn round to the right, can't be stopped. She does it all the time. They can't stop it. So to have her in the 10 is perfect, because I think that she's easily been one of the players of the season.
Right-hand side?
Right-hand side, I've gone with the great Lauren James, because, again, she's another one that's gone somewhere else in her game. Because the reason why I say gone somewhere else is because when you watch her, and the same with Leslie, is that it seems easy to them, and it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all great stuff, what they're doing, the skills, the passing, the composure. You know, Lauren has definitely gone to another level.
I love watching Lauren James play.
I remember I was teasing her when I saw her the last time. I said, why don't you come to Arsenal? She said, I was at Arsenal.
To be fair, she got a point.
You know,
and he's let her go.
And that's when I just my joy. I said, okay. I knew you was at Arsenal. I just thought, would you come back?
Would you come back? Yeah.
But like
the amount
anyone
of players
would want
that you want, your squad will be too full.
I know, but she is great to watch. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I had a mention for Lauren James, but I went with Jess Park.
God, Jess Park, of course.
I think to go from City to United's a big move anyway, but I just feel as though she's just really come into this different level where I knew it was always there, but she's been able to do it. Yeah. And I think just being able to know that you're going to play every single game.
That's a massive
like some
difference.
of her goals, I was watching, she had 2 goals for goal of the season for Barclays. And I'm like, how do you even pick out 2 of them goals? Because she's taking players on, shooting with her left foot outside the box, right foot outside the box. And yeah, I just feel as though like she's matured and she's got a place in the England squad now for definite. And for United, she's been really, really good this season.
Even the 2 goals what I saw, I think, in the goal of the season, it's one where she picks up an edge and she just glided through 4 players and just slotted it. And then the other one, she got it from the left, cutting on the right and just launched it into the goal. You know
That's
what I mean?
someone with confidence, though, isn't it?
Absolutely, I was just going to say, absolutely right, Steph. Her confidence is going through the roof. And it's like you said, it's because she's playing regularly and she's able to express herself and playing now. Managers can trust her that she's going to do the right thing in that area. So she plays.
Yeah.
No, she plays. Who'd you go for your left side?
I went for Alyssa Thompson.
She's been really good, and I think that the future for Chelsea and her is going to be interesting. Obviously, Sam Kerr's leaving. I think there's going to be a lot more pressure on her shoulders simply because of what she's come for, what Chelsea expect. It's going to be interesting watching Chelsea in the summer to see who they buy, who they try to buy. Obviously now they're not going to get Bunny. Bunny's got signed for City, which is absolutely magnificent news for everybody, for me in particular. Glad City finally woke up. But Alyssa Thompson, the way
I just feel as though, you know, in times where Chelsea were obviously under pressure this season because the standards have been so high and you're just so used to them winning, that I think that she was one of the players that was like, okay, I'm going to try and do something. Like even in Champions League against you guys, I remember she was playing the right wing and she did give McCabe like a bit of a torrid time the first half. But then she changed over wings and I was just
that?
Why is
she changing wings?
Just stay on that side. It didn't make any sense. But I do think from a potential point of view, but also when she's had to deliver, I feel as though she's got goals this season and some good ones at that, to be honest. So I had to put her in, but I actually had a shout out for Mallard because I think she had a very good season.
She had a good season. I went with Kirsty Hansen.
You know what? I was thinking, are you going to go Kirsty or are you going to go Kirsty. Freya Godfrey?
No. You know what?
She was a mention as well.
She should get a mention, obviously, but I just feel that Kirsty Hansen, I've been watching her since United. every season she's got better and she looks more dominant. You know what I mean? She was in I think she was in the goal of the season as well. She had one in the goal of the season. But she's consistent.
Yeah.
Steph, she's consistent. And
do you think she should potentially look to
exactly
to move? And this is nothing against Villa, but in terms of her as a person and a footballer, what she gives
Villa, because take her goals and her assists out, Steph. Take them out. We're a Villa, right? And for me, there's no way, if I'm Kirsty Hansen or her team, I'm not thinking about, listen, that capability, that quality, what she's got, can play in the Champions League. Absolutely no doubt.
I really liked her at United. She was always hard to play against, and she always performed well when we were at City.
Hard runner, aggressive runner.
That's what I'm saying, and she's just a different type of winger.
And then she's got goals in that. So for me, Villa are going to be very, very fortunate if they can hold on to her, because, again, I'm just going to say it. You know, if Michelle Kang is doing what she's trying to do and bring players in, then you want WSL experienced players as well, and she has
who are ready to go.
And I think that, you know, somebody should be looking at her. Especially, I'm seeing Villa and they're not doing anything that makes me think
you
that
would be tempted to look, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, you would. Absolutely, you would.
Like, if, say for example, like a Tottenham.
Again, great signing.
Tottenham or a Brighton, to add to like that little bit of firepower that they've obviously starting to build anyway.
I would take her at Arsenal.
Right, you can't have any more people at Arsenal.
No, but I'm just saying, it's the kind of player that the way she plays.
Who's she playing ahead of?
I don't know. You just want to build a squad, but like I'm just saying, the quality she's got, she could go into the top sides.
And this is just the most obvious number 9.
Yeah, go on, Steph.
Bunny Shaw.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're saying, buddy. I've actually messaged you saying Jamaican food on you. Because we've been pushing for you to stay at City.
Absolutely.
And yeah, best news. Honestly, I think this
best
season.
Number 9 in the world. Best number 9 in the world.
It's just a no-brainer for me. But I think for what she has done for City to win them the title, 21 goals, top scorer again.
3rd time on the spin, 20 goals.
Which is mad consistency, and also the fact is, like, there was no one else near really.
It just didn't make sense that even Chelsea got to, like we said it on the show, Chelsea got to actually get a bid in. Hopefully in the end it's helped her with her negotiations, but I'm sitting there thinking there's no way. City must be laughing. They must have an offer that's going to be blowing Chelsea out the water, and it's done. Whatever it is, they've done it, and they should have done it. It shouldn't even have got to this point, because we know that she definitely didn't want to leave.
And I think that's the thing, isn't it, Ian? When like you have, I think sometimes it's obviously about what you are worth as a player and a striker, and of course it's a short career, so it is about getting that deal at the right time.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes, like, I know that Bunny, I'm not speaking out of turn, because I've had conversations with Bunny for a long, long time about this. Like, I know she loves Manchester. She loves the club. She loves the people. And I think environment's like really key when you're playing football.
Key.
You can go wherever you want and get whatever paid for how much, whatever. But if you're not happy, then there's actual no point. And she's ambitious in the sense that, you know, when we say about her being the world's best striker, like, for her to go and prove that in the Champions League would be huge.
Massive. Because that's
the next step, isn't it, really?
That's the next step. And it had to be with City. Because you don't want her to go, like, if let's argue and say she went to Chelsea. It's not quite settled. You know, we know what's happening at Chelsea. There's a lot of
the pressure's already on because you've went for big money or whatever.
Exactly. And Sam Kerr just leaving, another one of the greats. She's just leaving. She's gone there. She's got to kind of get a nice harmony with the players. You know what I mean? She's coming under a lot of pressure, and it doesn't go well the first 5. It's not going to be good. And plus, she's not happy in the first place that she's going because she wanted to stay. So then you have to try and turn that round for yourself, so you can say, right, let me focus on where I am. But then what happens is, and I've seen it happen with players. You know, I've seen it down the years in the men's game, obviously, but. You know, they come and they're trying to do it, but then when it goes a little bit against them, you might be left out. Yeah. That's when it's the worst for you. And that's when it would have been bad for us. So I just want to say to City, I've been dragging you for all of the...
And they know that because I've had a few messages.
I've been dragging City, and I just want to say right now, I take it all back. well done. You've signed the best striker.
Was it like reverse psychology?
No, I'm just glad that they've done it because she should be rewarded and it should be there. She should be taking City into the Champions League. Everything's going well for City.
Did you watch how she announced it though as well at the parade?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, the girls and the boys went on the parade through Manchester City Centre, and then they ended up at the Co-op Arena, and they had like 20,000 fans there because obviously Pep, Bernardo, John were leaving, but she announced it live on stage, which was, I think, if there's like a moment where you have to have it your own, and you're over probably like the fact that Pep's been there 10 years, but then you are the main story. It's big news.
That's
so
massive news. And I'm pleased for them. I'm pleased they've done it like that. They made her a priority.
I know. Well done, City. Well done, Charlotte, Therese.
Well, those are the ladies in charge?
I messaged Charlotte, and I can't really say what I said because it's swearing, and I wouldn't want to swear on the podcast.
Can you tell Charlotte, hopefully I never upset anybody?
No, I will. I'll tell her to watch this episode, definitely.
Who do you go for the manager?
Andre.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You know what I like about him? He's very in the background with everything. I don't see him doing interviews, going into one or doing it. He's just very calm. Mm-hmm. It must be beautiful to play under him because he just seems so pleasant. He's got a lovely way and vibe about him. You know, I've spoken to him a couple of times. He's just very, very smooth.
It's
I like
mad because obviously the night that you guys played Brighton and City could have won the league that night, I was with Jill at Neo. I think I said this before. And I remember messaging Alex Greenwood going, oh, amazing, I'm so proud of you. It's like FaceTime, whatever. She's like, come out. So anyway, on the way back, I went out and just met them at the pub because they were in a pub in Manchester. And Andre was there and he was probably one of the first people I seen. I says, oh, congratulations, Andre. He's like, Steph, I know, but the next year is going to be even harder. And I'm like, as if that mindset is already on the Champions League, is that I've had to drop. A lot of players have not played that many minutes this season, and now we've got to do it again in the Champions League. And it's just, I like what you said about him because I think he's just wants to do his job, wants to be successful, and the players obviously respect him, which is the main thing.
It's City again, a magnificent appointment in him. He's coming and he's done it. First title in 10 years, and if City carry on like that, especially now that Bunny's signed, if I'm a player now and City are in for me, you know, I'm going.
That's why I was saying if Bunny stays, I'm like, this could be like a little bit of dominance over a few years because obviously Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, they'll go again.
Yeah.
But I think if you keep them top players like Bunny, Lauren Hemp, Alex Greenwood, Yui Hasegawa,
Mary Fowler, all of them.
Like if you keep them, you're going to attract more players because you know that it's got good quality for one, but also the like actual feel about the club. It's a lot better than what it was. So actually, you're probably more attracted as a player to come to City and to play Champions League.
You know what?